I know it's rage bait. So why am I still angry? Hi, Hales. Hi, Maiden. I hope you don't. Well, not enough land. What? What? Ah, huh. Wonder to land. 7.2 out of 10. Too much land. I hope you're both doing well on this very warm day. 7.8 too much wonder. Hey. There was more land, there wouldn't be a bridge or the boat ride. Alright. Hells, one day you'll see the end of this. And I'm presuming it's not today because I'm still in Act 2. Oh, I just wish it wasn't so warm today. It is. Wait to the heat. Okay, I guess I just get started with it. Let's not fall into the trap of chatting for an hour and a half. Game scene. Oh look, it's the Goobers. Why am I using my controller? Why am I using my mouse? I have a controller. We're only in Arc 2. You also don't stick around. Darn. I think for whatever really sets in my desire to always wear my dysphoria hoodie. Fair enough. I remember one time I did a 40-minute walk, middle of summer, probably like 25 degrees, but also in the sun, and it almost killed me. And I didn't even go all the way home. It almost killed me. It was terrible. I was wearing a hoodie and because of how many years ago it was, also a mask. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Holy shit. Oh, it's awful. Thing is, I love the hoodie and I do still wear it, but only at the appropriate time. I think I've, in more recent, like, last year maybe, I've kind of just relaxed into my clothes a bit and it's been nice. Before that, you wouldn't see me without a second layer on. It was either hoodie during the warm months or I got a bomber's jacket, which to be fair, you can take that off my cold dead hand. I love it. I've been wearing it for like a gosh darn decade at this point. My goodness. Got half price out of a supermarket and it's like my beloved item. I think it's because I was able to it like kind of shrunk and puffed out in ways that I could like kind of see my body shape differently, if that makes sense. So it was really nice to wear for that. Also, it's just really nice. Bomber jackets make me think of King Kizuragi. Oh right, my VTuber. Where I'm pretty sure my VTuber wears the bomber jacket. Where's down there? Yeah, my VTuber wears my bomber jacket. In fact, it was explicitly in the character reference I gave to. Yeah, it was explicitly in the character reference I gave to Molrcore. Zam sold Kim's jacket for a while. The description also confirms he has his own unique skills. Oh. I updated my wallpapers and now I get to see Persona wallpapers. And there's just one there that it's just Iga smiling and it makes me feel happy. I get too emotional over robot android characters. You bet your ass I got teary eyed watching Time of Eve. Plus one hand eye, plus one Voldemort. Oh, interesting. Or maybe they're just what they'd give you if you took it off his cold dead hands. Wait, what the heck is my Discord right now? Why am I... Oh, is it because I'm double... My Discord's got a really weird UI now because I'm technically double streaming. uh, I've got a Raspberry Pi doing stuff, and the server of the streamer Molrcore, for some reason, doing this thing where they're trying to keep a call going for as long as possible. So I thought I'd join in. So I just got my Raspberry Pi just like streaming terminal output while I wait for it to finish. And then once it's finished, I'll actually do something with it and make it stream something fun. Rose Death Stream satisfies first shout to make me cry. It's a Death Stream finally joined a gang of games that have made me cry. Thank you for watching my dream. It's Discord output in history. I can go even further beyond, maybe. I have the internet connection for it. The Raspberry Pi is only outputting like 720p, so that's easy. I'm streaming 1080p. To be honest, if I was allowed, I'd be streaming in 4K right now. Genuinely, I have the technology. But I'm not allowed. So, whop whop. I don't know if YouTube would allow me, but Twitch definitely wouldn't. Which is why Oh, I could stream in 1440p. I record in 4K just because to be honest, I could probably just like upload my raw footage. Because there's like I record in like 5 audio channels. I have one for music, one for me, one for the game, and a secret surprise tool that will help us with the audio. Yeah, I think it's one for music, one for me, and one for the game. So I have 4 audio tracks. Track 1 is just everything, just so I can like upload it or whatever. Track 2 is me. Track 3 is the game. Track 4 is the song, audio, music only. Because I don't know why I do this. I just have like some kind of thing about making sure I don't lose data. If I had the money, I would be buying. I probably have like a NAS with like 50 terabytes in it. But currently, I'm using a 8 terabyte SSD. To be fair, it works a treat. So making a gang of lovable and unique characters only for them to be able to go to Castletown. Damn you, Tofi, and the secret surprise one. I'm sad because I feel like Pink raises so many questions and is such an interesting idea, and you're not going to be able to do anything with her because she's a secret boss. Like like seriously, like Pink is like a lightener. In hearing talk about how each secret boss is getting lighter and more lightener and lightener, lighter yet lighter. Okay, what the wait? How does the knight fit into this equation? Obviously, you have Javel, who's a Manic in the Dark, Bampton who's trying to ascend, the Knight, Gerson who's a dead guy, formerly alive, and Pink who is literally like a lightener. Our last light and darkener. Like, I really felt like Pink could do a lot in the story. But yeah, kind of a oh ho tee hee. Uh-oh. Irish Secret Boss Chapter 6, please, Toby. What's a Ribbit secret boss? There's a secret boss in the Ribbit mod. I think it might just be Everyman. I think it's called Everyman, and it like goes through all the Undertale bosses. It's so peak, so absolutely peak. I will say, if and when the Ribbit update comes, it will immediately take my attention because I love Ribbit. Ribbit. In fact, I love it so much I have painted its protagonist. And I'm not exaggerating. I painted them in oils. They're on my wall. Due to Pete's secret boss status, if it was really weird for the fun gang to just gloss over another lightning knowing about Dark Worlds. Yeah. Yeah, it's like no one really cares. It's like, why do you not care? This is actually a really big deal. What? I'm pretty sure if Pink got... if, like, Susie took Pink to a Dark World, she'd probably kick quite a bit of butt. She would just throw bombs, and it would be amazing. And we would pray for her to get more firepower. Susie had the whole speech about getting Noelle involved. Meanwhile, the irritable ghost is right there. Susie be like, I think we need to get someone else involved. I'm gonna invite Noelle in. Meanwhile, the pink, the kissy kissy Mew Mew doll in Chris's back pocket. Building a nuke using Sean's pure crystal and throwing it into the bunker. Hey, alternate idea. Throwing the soul into the bunker. I want to see what that would do. Alright. Let's focus on the game. I wanna see all of them. Sean's definitely gonna do something way too bait with this stuff. You're saying he's been way too baity with this stuff, like, like we haven't had Sans' brother and Azrael. like, pretty much all the Light World stuff has just been bait. Freaking potential characters. Alright. Hmm. I did it a bit seriously because I remember I did a 20-minute rant about representation at this part last time I streamed it. It's the first video I uploaded to my YouTube channel. That was a clip of this. Enzo cleans me up as well as he can, using water from the lake to wipe at the blood on my cheeks and dab my eyes. I can't imagine what I must look like. My vision still seems off. Everything has a sort of hazy outline to it, and it's hard to focus. Try to sleep. There's nothing else to do. Oh, right. Previously, we wished ourselves out of existence. I found out we're in a time loop, dropped into Wonderland for a second time with fuzzy memories, didn't watch a guy get his head smashed in. The eyeball stuff was normal. Encountered Gidget. She, finally attacked Iggy. Then our Lord and Savior Gainzo rescued us. But Iggy is, kind of heavily traumatized by it, which is fair enough. Nothing but the flight. Oh. He's a cat, knows about Shadow Crystal shit, supposedly super strong. Imprison Jevil and easily defeat chapter 4 enemies. Quotes fucking Gaster. Doesn't Asgore quote Gaster?
This is very interesting, Flowery.
After posting, Gainzo sweep. Gainzo came through the window of my goat. Damn right. Float and wait. I close my eyes against the darkness, against the chill of the night air. Every time I do, I can see her face. See those eyes devouring me and those thumbs digging into my brain. You'll be mine forever, my own little Iggy. I gasp, open my eyes, looking into the sky and the sea of stars. My body shivers. Push myself to a seat, leaning forward on my knees. Chill sweeps through my arms and down my back. I can see Gainzo curled up on the other side of the boat. He's got his arms crossed in front of him and is using his cap as a pillow, snoring softly. I move before I have a chance to think about it. Rolling over, my fingers trembling against the cold plastic of the boat beneath them. Gainzo, I whisper, my voice swallowed by the blackness. It leaves a hollow lump in the base of my throat, and I suddenly feel incredibly exposed.
Huh?
Gainzo shifts, squinting up at me. He starts to get up, look of worry crossing his face. I don't say anything. I throw one last glance back at the spot I'd vacated moments earlier. Then lie down next to him in silence, my forehead just barely touching his shoulder. I feel Gainzo tense next to me. Is this okay? I asked softly, hesitantly. He swallows hard.
Of course. As long as it's okay with you.
I let out a shuddered breath and close my eyes. Gainzo finally seems to relax next to me. He lies back down, shifts again. When I creak one eye open to check, he seems to be struggling with where to put his hand. It hovers in the air momentarily. Gainzo got that hover hand game. For a place called Wonderland, he doesn't look very in wonder right now. My chatter in Wonderland, look at him. His fingertips just grazing the fabric of my shirt. Finally, however, he curls it up into the crooks of his elbow, placing his arms across his chest. My eye flutters closed again. This time, I don't see her. We float across the water for the rest of the night. And when I finally creak my bleary eyes open again, it's morning. The sun's well overhead and we're surrounded by nothing but blue as far as the eye can see. Blue, blue. Gainzo's already up, examining a pile of spare boards at the bottom of a boat. He looks tired, but smiles all the same when he sees me awake. We take turns using the boards. I'm unsure if it does anything, but at least it feels more productive than sitting here twiddling our thumbs. We don't speak about what happened. That would make it too real. Instead, we sit mostly in silence, rowing, resting, watching the sun rise overhead, then begin to slow its descent back down. The sky just started to turn a soft shade of pink when Gainzo makes a noise. He points to the direction we're floating. Spires. On the horizon. Land. I smile in spite of myself. Thank fucking God. If so Delta filled you heard grazing and perked up. God forbid you heard me say pink. Or blue. To be fair, I'm blue brain rotted for a completely... Well, not completely unrelated, but a different reason. I'm blue brain rotted because of Earthbound. In Earthbound, there is a cult called Happy Happyism. And, they all wear blue, and they go blue, blue as a greeting. Apart from one guy who goes green, green. Sorry, I'm new at this. So yeah, if I see blue, if I see the word blue, I sometimes just go blue, blue. We both set to rowing now, anxious to be back on solid ground despite the fear of what might await us. Nothing could top what just happened at this point, right? Right. Might not have been this part. Might have been Arc 3. I know it happened in the boat ride to Orlam. I know that much. I don't think it would have been Arc 4. I would have been heavily distracted by something. The floating spires turn out to be attached to a castle, a very large castle. And as we row closer, it looms all the larger. Soaring walls, giant towers, twisting walkways, and glittering red peaks. Kenzo's silent as he looks up at it. I toss him a glance. Everything okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Everything's, you know, right as rain.
I catch his smile fading once he thinks I've looked away. There's scraping rubble beneath us and the boat slows to a stop. We've hit land. There's no dock or pier here, instead the lake simply glides up against the bank, almost like some kind of grassy beach. We hop out of the boat into ankle-deep water and drag it the rest of the way. It's getting pretty dark now, and I'm not too keen on walking around this place at night. Head further up into the bank, my feet squishing inside my shoes. What now? Enzo wanders over. For a second he looks at me as though he wants to say something, but he ultimately remains quiet. I see him scratch at his calf with the side of his foot. We check out the town? I say, breaking the silence. There might be some place for us to get some sleep. God knows we could use a soft bed at this point.
Yeah.
Well, come on then. I start to turn away. I for Kenzo to step forward and grab the sleeve of my shirt.
But
He doesn't continue. Stands there for a moment, brows furrowed and breath heavy. And I swear I can catch the tiniest hint of pink on his cheeks. He seems to realise what he's doing because his eyes go to grip his fingers on my sleeve and jerks away with a start.
Sorry.
He mumbles, gaze dropping to the ground. I raise a brow. What is it?
Nothing, just me being stupid, though. But what else is new? Am I right or am I right?
I have to always give enthusiasm to Am I Right? I blink. Right.
What are you saying? Found ourselves a place to shack up? Sounds great to me. God knows I'm about ready to lose my mind at this point. You give me a few hours not to worry about whether or not my mom will have someone take care of her in her ripe old age.
Oh.
God damn, is it getting dark now? Come on, eggs, let's blow this popsicle stand before it's so dark we can't see our own dicks. Your logically sound night shall lead the way.
And with that, he takes off. I watch him putter all the way up the hill. What the fuck? But for multiple reasons, now's not exactly the best time to be mulling over the complexities of Genzo's disorientating psyche. So with a little shake of my head, I start after him. Beach huts, these are beach huts. Just over the hill is a small dirt path. It curves around a few fishing shacks before gradually morphing into cobblestone road that leads towards the castle town we saw from the boat. It's eerily quiet though. I don't spy a single soul besides the two of us. Even the fishing shacks look abandoned, some of them standing with their doors wide open while others are completely boarded shut. The whole place looks deserted. Are we the only ones here? The gaze was already a good couple yards ahead of me. Not sure if he doesn't hear my comment or just doesn't acknowledge it. I jog to catch up. I notice him start to walk just a bit faster. He doesn't look at me. I chew on the inside of my cheek. Where's my shot glass? With a frown and simply fall a step behind him. At least it doesn't take long. Soon we make it to town proper. I hear pink and I hear laughter, bombs, and collecting hearts sound effects. But don't you hear the magic of the Nintendo Switch exclusive content for Undertale? Fake fan, fake fan. Gains over the night.
Am I knight or am I knight?
There's even more buildings here. Cozy cottages and apartments, quaint storefronts, airy cafe areas. And in the middle of the main square, a fountain tinkling away. But it's equally as deserted as the fishing shacks. Nothing and no one in sight. Damn, this place is like a ghost town.
There's gotta be someone here. Maybe we should, split up. Yeah, split up and look.
I don't say anything for a moment. Then...
What?
My voice crackles with a squawk.
There's not even anybody here. He'll be fine. Besides, it'll take us forever to search this whole place if we don't.
I guess.
Okay, cool. Give me a shout if you find someone.
I just stand there, watching him scuttle away. Sure. Okay. I say to empty air. I frown and scrape my feet over the cobblestones. Did I do something wrong? I try and replay our previous conversation in my head. I must have said something. Something really awkward, maybe? It wouldn't be the first time, but the idea that Gazer wouldn't want to be around me. Makes it feel like there's a big cold stone just sitting right smack in the middle of my gut. I give my hair a flourish trestle and let it groan. I'm overthinking this. I think I search the town. Soon we find someone soon we'll get to rest, if only for a bit. And so I wander off towards the nearby buildings. Iggy, stop being so relatable, darn it. That tells me that the souls in Undertale are patience, perseverance, bravery, kindness, integrity, kindness, justice, and Nintendo Switch available now. There's a... I remember there's a... what's it? In I think it's a Yakuza subreddit, someone posted a clip. I think it was like after price rises or something. It's just one of the characters going, "Fuck Nintendo." I love that clip. It's double funny because it's from a Sega game. Hello? I peek my head into what looks like a deserted cafe. Anybody home? I step inside. The door clunks shut behind me. It suddenly feels incredibly quiet. I poke out my bottom lip with a bemused glance about the premise. It's a cute cafe. Or at least it would be if it wasn't dark and eerily deserted. I let myself amble somewhat aimlessly towards the main dining area, almost as though making a slow show of searching for someone. But clearly my heart really isn't in the search. I sit down at one of the tables instead. Press my chin on my hands. Maybe he's really annoyed at me. I wouldn't blame him. I annoy myself all the time. I pause. Think. I'm still thinking about him? What's wrong with me? I've been so hung up on something like this in my life. Or someone. Tap my finger idly on the marble surface on the table. It's true, my feelings for Ginto are different than my feelings towards others. I feel very safe around him. Like I belong. Somehow. It's the same thing I thought earlier, back in his shop. Being around him doesn't sap me of energy like it does with others. When he smiles at me, it makes me happy. Happy? It makes me fucking ecstatic! I rub my face. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. Why can't I have normal feelings like a normal fucking human being? When else in the entire world seems to have figured out this shit already? A sound outside catches my attention. And just as I turn my head, it grows from a lone clatter to a veritable cacophony. What the? I drop from my chair, heart quickly leaping into overdrive. Then run towards the door, ear to the grain. The sounds continue. Scuffle of some sort. Then abruptly come to a stop. What are you saying? Oh, I forgot it's Google by default on this browser. Ugh. Hitting this. I don't know how to pronounce that. Stankrit, I think, pose. The jester just kind of solemnly sitting on a chair. I had to look it up. I didn't know it by name. So thank you. I've learned something this stream. But yes, I can imagine him doing that. I can also imagine him doing the freaking Shinji sitting on a chair depressed pose from Evangelion. I keen my ears, fingers trembling nervously against the wood of the door.
Okay, you got me. I surrender.
Who are you? You don't look like one of the citizens here.
Whoa. Easy on the goods. I like it rough, but not that rough.
Disgusting human. I'm taking you in. His Majesty will love playing with you. Ginto! I react before my brain has a chance to register what I'm doing. I storm straight out the door. Ginto! I need to instantly blanch. Normally I freak out about a new CG, but I think this one was a CG anyway. Though it is redrawn and it looks lovely. Just see his belly button for some reason. I say for some reason as if he isn't being, like, lifted up. He is being held aloft in the middle of the street by a duo of rabbit guards. Extremely tall rabbit guards. My brazen entrance, all three sets of eyes turn towards me.
Who's this one? Funny little guy, ain't he?
His face has gone white.
That's,
Wait one sec. I need to cross-reference something real quick. I need to triple reference something real quick. I need to make sure I'm making the right thing before I Is that Jerry? I think that's Jerry. Hell yeah, Jerry. We have a love-hate relationship with Jerry in this household. I ain't forgiven him for his damn crimes, I'll take that much. Those are big-ass bunnies. I think they're all giant. He seems to get an idea.
Boys, you better watch out, I'm getting away.
He begins to wriggle and tug against the rabbit's grip. Stop that wriggling! 284, would you give me a hand? You know, I really wish you'd call me Jerry. It's Jerry! Yes! We are so back! I love Jerry. We will not see Jerry for over 2 acts. But I love Jerry. Freaking random Jerry moment. Both rabbits turned their attention back to Game Zone. Then you imagine this was supposed to be some kind of distraction so I could run away. But fuck that! Heading to Swivel, I searched my who uses the word environs? For something long and hard. Are you just making Gainzo joke fodder? My gaze lands on a rake leaning up against the side of a cafe. Perfect. That is a gremlin smile if I've ever seen one. If I didn't use up all my sticker slots, our Wonderland posting, what the fuck is environs? Cheers, I can't we ain't beating this ante. Yeah, if I didn't fill up my freaking sticker set on Discord, I would use this. Let me show my. Wait, do I want to show my sticker set? Maybe I do want to show my stickers. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Tell what server it is. I could just make an. I'm getting spam called. Lovely. I could just make another. Wait, where'd that save to? Yeah, when would that save stuff? In fact, it took me longer to get into stream this time because it took freaking ages for me to actually get in the. Windows decided that me saving stuff on Linux broke like my 8TB SSD, so I had to fix it. Anyway, this is my current set of Discord stickers. And that is, yeah. The first one I did after Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4 released, and the rest of them I did last week. I had to. Look at that bunny face. That is clearly you do not own an air fryer. Now, I just gotta very quickly research and just make sure this isn't, like, check if this is spam or not. They didn't leave a message, I presume it is. But the last thing I want to do is snub a call that might be important. I mean, I've already done that, but... Oh, good lord. Okay, there are definitely spam numbers. 4 out Wonderland stickers versus the concerned and scared Susie. I needed new stickers, okay? Like, my main ones are good. Like, I have one of like Princess Bubblegum like smiling, giving a thumbs up. I have a separate one of Gidget on a different server. Just like looking like, what the hell am I looking at? There's one that's literally a self-portrait of me. One of Firefly from My Little Pony Generation 1 pogging. Shouts out to possibly the funniest bit of Deltarune being Susie saying stupid shit with a sincere face, and you're off by Rouse saying okay to shit. Okay, the funniest freaking gag was it Burger King foot lettuce in Chapter 5. The thing is that you can only see Burger King foot lettuce dialogue if you're in the weird route. It's just such a mood breaker, getting hit with the Burger King foot lettuce while Chris is like, I'm so depressed, I want to die. It's amazing. I think that the portraits in Chapter 5 were godly. Like, the Rouse, like, horrified eyes. The doe who speaks in bands. Wait, what? Wait. Remind me of that one. I thought I got the dialogue. Remind me of that one. Oh yeah, there's also the fact that Icy melted. That was a good one. I'd say the bit where Susie like tried to like shock Chris by like shaking the Ferris wheel. No, that one just makes me incredibly sad. Good evening, hello Onion. In this stream, you have missed getting off the boat, Iggy snuggling up to Gainzo a bit, and getting into town. One time. Ah, you're good. You haven't missed that much. Susie talks about Noel putting out a bunch of money in the weird route, so people have been memeing Noel putting out bands to flex on hometown's brokest teen. Oh my god! I didn't even think about joking about that dialogue. My immediate thought was, oh my god, she's either going to kill herself or, like, disappear. And to be fair, I wasn't wrong. I didn't even think to joke about that dialogue. Girona. Alright. Perfect. I grab it, let out a roar. Ah! Then charge. The rabbits never see it coming. I whack them across their shoulders, their backs, their legs. Again and 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 again. And the end is never, the end is never, the end is never. One whip like lash after the next, until my breath runs ragged and my voice hoarse. And when I finally pour to admire my handiwork, I see both sets of them just staring down at me in confusion. None the worse for wear. Jerry! I'm glad we get another Jerry CG. I don't remember. This might be new. I think this is new. Even Gainzo's eyeballing me as though it just sprouted a second head. Shit! I readjust my grip on the handle of the rake. I have to try again! I raise the rake back above my head. Only for Jerry to swat me across the back with a flat side of his spear. Jerry, your crimes will not be forgiven. The impact sends me straight to the ground. I love how Iki immediately goes, yeah, that one's Jerry. I lost about a second after my skull hits the cobbles. Then everything goes dark. I die. Gotta get a Hangman Tarot and just draw up to 2 cards in the deck. Alright. I gotta be honest, I've had a very Persona, like, couple of days, so when you said Tarot, I got really confused for a second. I enjoy too much stuff that has tarot cards. Cyberpunk, Balatro, Binding of Isaac, Persona, JoJo. To be fair, Persona was inspired by JoJo, but still. I have some questions for an OW. If you send them to me on Tumblr, then I'll respond in kind. Or respond on stream if I don't care. Yeah, if you send them to me on Tumblr, I'll just, like, reply on my phone real quick. I'd say Blue Sky. I want to brainstorm myself. Oh. I'd say message me on Blue Sky, but I live in the UK, so I can't message on Blue Sky without shenanigans. You can always like bum me on Blue Sky. You can always like tag me on Blue Sky or Tumblr, and I'll like, I don't know. Distingus. I love how the file name. The file name for the Stingus line is literally Stingus. So we have no idea if Stingus is actually meant to be the voice clip or not. Oh! Get out of here. Alright. Sorry, bot. Topic of the UK, the Commonwealth going on right? I don't know! First one of Twitter has been cautious getting on there. And then it got me feeling like Clark from the back. I haven't watched the Backrooms. I'm sorry. Think all the funny stuff before I get to Reddit or Tumblr. Yeah, I don't use Twitter. I used to, but I don't use it now. To be honest, Blue Sky is my main platform of choice. But honestly, I thought Onion had messaged me, but it was Carrot posting. Wait, what? Interesting question. Oh, the question about if what Genzo saw on the kiddie cruise. Oh, that's horrific. I don't know if I want to repeat that one out now. Can't say anything for that. Yeah, I noticed. It's a horrendous place, but good art and somewhat funny people, and yeah, that's about it. I just prefer Blue Sky. I'm on Blue Sky, and I think I'm not funny in the slightest, but I like posting my OCs a ton. Alright. I'm waking from my stupor with a slap of marble against my face. Oh. I groan. Tendril of drool works its way down between my lips to tickle the tile.
Higgs!
A voice hisses next to me. When I blurrily look up, I see Genzo with arms held behind his back by one of the rabbit guards. Is it Jerry? One of the many rabbit guards. My eyes widen as I attempt to comprehend our situation. There's a whole circle of them surrounding us. And past them, the room opens up into a gigantic hall with ceilings that reach for the sky. I can only stare up in awe as I try and massage away the residual pain in my jaw.
Iggy!
Genzo hits it again, and tugs against the grip of his arms then tugs against the grip of his arms with a grunt.
Let go of me, you oversized Easter Bunny!
He manages to wiggle free with one last zealous heave and promptly face plants on the floor. Apparently the guards don't actually care at this point, because they don't even try and re-grab him.
Higgs, you okay?
He asks with a shake of his head before crawling over.
That big lugabug whacked you a good one.
I rub at the side of my head. I think so? Just a little out of it. I toss another glance around our surroundings. Where are we?
That big eyesore of a castle we saw on the way up. Not clearly compensating for something with this place.
Genzo's smile falls, then returns, then falls again. Scratches its hair beneath his cap.
You, attacked a 7-foot-tall rabbit with a broom for me.
I stop, stare at him. Feel my cheeks start to burn. It was a rake, actually.
Oh, right.
Attention! A sound shriek from behind us sends my hand to my ears. The rabbits call a quick synchronous salute that echoes off the walls. It's quiet for a moment. Then I wonder who it is. You get a third funniest guy you met IRL? Damn. Girona. Orange. Wait, have you ever seen that clip? And it's just the scene where from Sonic 2 where Eggman like introduces Knuckles, and it's just got a piss filter over it, and the sound's just orange. Eggman looks yellow and Knuckles looks orange. It's so good. It's so low effort but so good. Side note, I don't like Stella. Like, I got these two childhood sweethearts together and now they want to throw me into a 25 square foot prison. Wait, Onion, what kind of relationship did they have? This is important. From a far hallway, a small figure emerges, clapping his hands together slowly. That was quite the show you put on down at the village.
All of them?
Fucking all of them! Sporting a gaudy as a fuck crown. A red velvet cape with a white and black fur. And escorted on either side by a pair of over-embellished rabbit attendants. My jaw drops nearly to the floor. Onion, did you get toxic Yuri? I don't think I haven't gotten Toxic Fury. Oh no! Even at my most unsociable, I somehow managed to be on like really good terms with everyone. Your second playthrough. Right, Onion, I did 3 playthroughs of Scarlet Hollow. And I think I Toxic Fury get in the hole. Yeah, hell, even when all the cards were stacked against me, I actually did really well in terms of chatting with Tavi in Chapter 5. I left those 2 in the Stellar Parents Wish thing. Oh no. We've seen the teaser after the rumors up there. Oh, I have the Stellar art. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. I can't be mean to Stella, like properly mean. Even when I outright ignore her, the worst I've gotten is, wow, we really don't know each other, but you're cool. Stellar art scares me so much. Where is that? That's somewhere around there. I'm gonna have another quick look. What's Black Tabby Games? I'm on the Discord. Oh, it's awful. There's something about it that just... I don't like it. It hurts. It hurts to look at. Just like to point out that it has like triple the amount of responses compared to every other teaser for the update. Oh. Terrifying. I decided the asshole still on my playthrough, like I was generally pissed off at for the half day no single player games ever pissed me off this much. Oh no. Hey, at least you didn't get the... Isn't there like a worse version of Toxic Fury? Which I also haven't seen. I haven't gone that one myself, but... I think there is a worse version of Toxic Fury, but yeah, I haven't had it. They're pretty happy with each other. Yeah. It's Toxic Yuri because Yuri in trouble. that was awful. I'm just gonna go back to reading. Genzo wobbles to his feet. Oh. I can see him trying his hardest not to laugh.
Well, that explains your potential dickhead dripping off the walls of this place.
Yeah, pleasant mouth as always, I see.
But what it doesn't explain is why the fuck you sent your long-eared flunkies after us. Do you even know how many times those things have tried to kill us?
But Genzo there. They're only doing their duty.
All the music is over and loops an arm around Genzo's shoulder.
Their constant surveillance is essential to smooth operation of this kingdom. After all, we won't want any miscreants running amok down here now, would we?
He gives Genzo's nose a sardonically affectionate squeeze at this. Genzo looks about 50 shades of uncomfortable.
I guess not.
Besides, I'm a busy man. I can't keep track of everything my men do out there. Let me make it up to you, huh?
All of them lean so close it's a wonder their foreheads don't touch. Before just abruptly pulling away and raising his fingers with a snap.
Guard! Get them cleaned up, would you? I want them looking spotless for the feast tonight.
He glides away as a set of rabbit attendants scurry forward, bobbing and bowing and uttering a sob. All I can do to shoot Genzo a look of sheer bewilderment is rapid-fire series of developments. I like to imagine that the rabbit attendants like bowing is like the tenor bowing loop. What? The actual... fuck? You know, I saw a goat the other day, and when I looked closer, it was the goat. All of them. You can take a picture. Oh, Onion! I think you missed a big Jerry moment, and I'm sad. Though I don't think you're aware of Jerry's true transgressions, which we'll get to in due course. I will be taking a break after Act 4 to go play a side game. Because it's dubiously canon, and that's close enough for me. Alright, I need to grab a drink because I am, like, actually overheating because, heat wave! There is another heat wave! It is so freaking hot! So, I'll be back in a minute. I just gotta grab myself another drink. Where's my... Yippee. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I made some squash. I've upgraded my drinking apparatus. I've gone from my Iggy glass to my thermos. It's that hot. All I've got, I just got squash in a thermos. It feels weird. Try Vintage Story. It's not a story-based game. I don't like it. We can have a quick look. See, I've seen someone in my list playing it. Someone on my friends list playing it. Okay. Oh, I do not have 20 euros spend on the game right now, but... Oh, this pose. Yeah, I think I saw this. Yeah, I did. I just opened Tumblr and I just saw that. I didn't see that Karen reposted it with just a caption, with just a tag. What? That's amazing. Wait, I opened that post on my stream browsing profile, and Maiden's account came up. That's hilarious. Alright. Fuck! In the posting on Wonderland would be in those sweep. Right. It's a good edit. If you want to make a if you want to make a post, make like freaking like what size you want, Gangster or Autumn Sweep? You two goobers. They'll give me one more chance. It's not an agenda edit. Never in my life have I felt more exposed. Standing in the middle of a tub with my arms raised, I eyed the rabbit attendant warily as he scrubbed me down. Is this really necessary? I asked, trying to disguise the tremor in my voice as I watched him tackle my thighs. Stand still! I jerked back to attention and spent the rest of the bath with my eyes trained on the far wall. Once the cleansing's finished, I feel as though I've lost about 3 layers of skin. I'm toweled off and dressed into a thick white robe. Then it's to a large vanity where my curls are blown dry and where I'm giving a choice view of the state of my face for the first time. I grimaced at the mirror. My eyes are a strange mixture of purple and red and dark, like 2 sunken holes in the middle of my face. They're surrounded by thick purplish brown rings that make me look like some kind of innovated raccoon. My cheeks are lined with more bruises, a strange mixture of green, purple and brown dotted along dark red scabs. My attendant finishes brushing my now fuzzy hair as I place my glasses back on my nose. Thankful their thick frames hide some of the damage. There's a knock on the door and another rabbit enters the room, holding a neatly folded set of clothes. It takes me a second to realise they're my own. Wait, when did you... They've been cleaned and dried and perfectly pressed. I have no idea how. It couldn't have been in the bath longer than 20 minutes. As a professional... What? Huh? How? I'm given no explanation, of course. Instead, shuffle back along the changing area where my attendant promptly sets to work fitting me into my newly cleaned attire. I raise my arms and he tucks my shirt over my head, soothing it gently across my front and back. Then tucks me into my pants and cinches the waist tight with a clasp. Infantilized doesn't even come close to how this entire situation has made me feel. Once I'm finally finished, my attendant leads me back out to the hall. Hazel and his attendant emerged from the door on the opposite side at almost exactly the same time. He looks disturbed.
Was that the weirdest fucking thing you've ever experienced, or did they do something different to you?
He hisses as our attendants guide us back downstairs. You mean with the bathing and everything?
Yes?
Then his eyes grow sharp.
Nobody did anything to you, did they?
I blink. Look away. My cheeks feel warm. No, it was fine. A little uncomfortable, but that was all. I see him chew the inside of his cheek. That's my shot glass again. As he looks at me. Finally, he gives my shoulder a little squeeze of reassurance.
You're safe now, yeah? Not that I really trust that fucker downstairs, but what's the worst he can do? Weird us the fuck out like normal?
I simply nod. A whole sense of dread clutching at my bowels has yet to fully recede, but I can feel his grip loosen somewhat. Move along! When the attendants barks from behind us, which sends us scuttling back into gear and moving away quickly down the hallway. As we're descending down the stairs, Kenzo starts to fidget.
Hey, sorry about earlier.
Huh? I try and turn, but my rabbit attendant gives me an impatient shove from behind to keep me moving.
Back in the town. Needed some time to think is all.
It's fine. It was a good idea to split up. I say quickly, waving my hands in dismissal. Kenzo just winces. When we reach the bottom of the stairs, he turns his attention to our increasingly grandiose surroundings. Back in 15. Okay, see you in a few. Titanic-sized flags lying either side the corridor, almost as though welcoming a colossal beast. The brilliant red carpet bisects the middle, leading the way to an equally impressive door.
Jesus.
Two rabbit attendants step to the sides as the doors open on their own like magic, revealing an enormous golden ballroom. More like ball egg.
Am I right or am I right?
And at its centre, a long table piled high with some of the most opulent food I've ever seen in my life. My eyes practically bug out of my head. Even as I eye the food, I can feel the gurgle of disquietude bubbling up inside my gut. Next to me, Gainzo doffs his cap and holds it to his chest.
Mary, mother of Jesus.
Hungry, gentlemen? You've walked an awful long way. You deserve a treat.
Oh, sorry. All of Gainzo twitches.
I'm not even gonna comment on how weirdly sexual that sounded.
Wait, what? I ain't seen that one, Gainzo. One's kind of like Gascore if you squint. No, he ain't! One just smiles, his already lidded eyes squinting further in amusement.
Yes, everything is sex to you, isn't it? You always like to have your cake and eat it too.
Oh, because you're the patron saint of purity.
One of them ignores him. He ambles over and throws his arms around both our shoulders.
Come, enough loitering around in this drafty doorway like a bunch of simpletons. My chef has put a lot of heart into this meal. It would do him a disservice to let it go cold.
Gainzo winces, but allows himself to be guided towards the table all the same. It is a rather tempting sight.
Yummy, yummy.
Alright. Distraction time. Alright, what was Onion posting? Wait, I paused at the right moment. Wait a second. Why did I pause at the exact moment that Onion's post is a clip of? What? Oh man, that was a... Oh boy, I'm glad I don't have the desktop capture on. That was an N-word. That's hilarious. It was an N-word and also extremely loud. Okay, enough of that one. Alright. What timing? It's the exact same CG. Yeah, and the text bars have been cut out, so yeah, it's either this or Arc 1, I think. Hilarious. Alright. We see on either side of the table, more sets of rabbit attendants scurrying to ready the chairs. One of them himself sits at the head of the table on an extravagant throne that looks like it could fit 5 of him inside of it. He leans back amongst a pile of cushions and blankets lining the seat, which him balanced on his palm. He then raises his arm in the air and snaps his fingers. One of the rabbit attendants waiting inside the far door darts up. Wait, I can tell which one it is. I can tell by Iggy's face. It's Arc 1, it's Arc 1. But still. You can tell because Iggy's face isn't like horribly messed up. His neck's got marks on it, but his face hasn't. One of the rabbit attendants waiting aside the far door darts over and places a golden wine glass on his outstretched hand and immediately fills it. One of them swirls it, takes a sip, glances at us, and simply watching him in awkward disbelief. He waves a hand in exacerbation.
Eat, eat!
I snap my head back and towards the food. I am hungry. Famished, even. There's something about this food seems off. Something I can't quite put my finger on. Something tingling in the back of my brain like a dream fizzling on the edge of my consciousness. I shake my head. Now's not the time to let myself get disconnected from reality. Yeah, this is the place to be connected to reality, bub. We need to eat, if only to regain our strength. Finding a slight pause, I reach forward and begin grabbing some of the best-looking items off the table, filling up my plate. Genzo snorts as he forks a giant slice of roast and rips half it off with his teeth. He doesn't seem at all concerned about the food if it's a giant pile on his plate isn't any indication.
You sure got everyone whipped around here.
I mean, what'd you expect? I am the king. I can do whatever I want, and no one's gonna stop me.
He takes another gulp of his wine.
It feels good to be respected for once.
I poke my potatoes and watch the gravy run over the side and onto my asparagus. When I glance back up, Orm's looking at us. He's got that little grin again. Almost as though he can somehow feel my growing discomfort. I bring a spoonful of stuffing to my mouth.
Haircut, Iggy.
Ooh! I promptly check around my spoon.
Your hair. I can't help but notice it's lacking its usual volume. A bit choppy, though. You should go to someone else next time.
I drop my gaze back to my plate and swallow the stuffing up, over-exaggerated gulp. Right, yeah. Orlin rests his chin on his fist with a snicker.
At any rate, can I get you gentlemen some wine?
His arm goes up before I have a chance to respond, and another snap sends two rabbit attendants to the table with ready glasses to serve us. I'm not really sure I should be drinking alcohol right now, but I also don't really feel like I'm in a position to say no. Oh, sure.
Don't mind if I do.
Genzo promptly downs about half his glass in one gulp. I just look at mine in growing discomfort. The deep red colour makes it look like blood. Iggy. That's 100% red juice. You want the combo of 25% red and 75% yellow. Fool, you buffoon. It is the best meal you've ever had. I wonder if food in the Wonderland fills you up. You know exactly what perspective I'm coming from with that comment. I presume it does. My stomach twists. I turn my gaze back to Orlin instead. He's not looking at me anymore. Or the food. In fact, his eyes are focused on Genzo. He's staring at Genzo. Leaning forward, chin in his hand, grinning from ear to ear. Gaze follows Genzo's every move. For a moment, his wine glass to table to the mouth. The forkful of cottage pie he shovels into his mouth. Mouth to table for okay. If my stomach has been twisting before, it's absolutely contorting now. Why does this all feel so familiar? Why is it all so familiar? Familiar, like someone I used to be. Familiar. It's like a diamond. Familiar. Dabba-dabba-dee. And not just familiar. Dread-inducing. Orlin picks the food off the fork and uses it to cut off a small piece of bright red meatloaf. He jabs it into the tines, then floats it in Genzo's direction.
Try some of the loaf.
No! I reach forward with a squawk before I can stop myself. Both of them turn towards me with identical looks of confusion, and I feel my cheeks start to burn.
What's wrong, X? Does someone get some meatloaf?
Genzo just laughs. It's... I don't know what to say. I don't know why I'd even done that to myself. I took up my collar, all of a sudden feeling very warm. I just had a bad feeling, it's all. I bring a hand to my face. I don't know. Olin lowers his fork with a smile.
It's no surprise, really. You've gone through quite the ordeal. That can be good on your mental health.
I'm screenshotting this just because I think I might be able to make something funny out of it. I lower my head, clasp and unclasp my hands. I guess, yeah, I suppose so. Onum stares at me for a good second longer. He takes a sip from his wine, sits back.
You didn't happen to run into Gidget, did you?
He asks, balancing his elbow on his arm on the throne. I twitch as a chill runs up my spine. Gidget. My throat feels incredibly tight. You'll be mine forever. I have scissors. I'm making scissor noises with scissors. Pick it up. I have no idea how much that's picking up on the thing. I'm having trouble forming the words to a response. Fortunately, Genzo saves me.
We sure fucking did. Not he did us any favors.
Except for a grumble that sends tiny flicks of cornbread out for his teeth. Oh, Onum raises a brow.
And here I thought you'd be trusted as on the guest-given Gidget's pallid proclivities.
Another twitch. My own little icky. I stare down at the spot on my pants. Is it blood? I can't tell. There'd been so much of it. Seeping down my cheeks, flooding my own eyes.
She's doing quite well for herself, though. Yes, some of the other shoots she's done, positively erotic.
What? I felt dirty saying that. That was too much for me. I mean, Wonderland is like 9-year-olds type deal. I don't see why people wouldn't fill you up on like certain princess dinners and Dark Worlds. Yeah, that's what I thought. One of them rubs his chin with a vicious skyward gaze.
I confess to having subscribed to her work myself. Get it every week through the Royal Mail. I'm not one to say no to the innate beauty of the flesh, after all. Not that I don't get my fill here. Why, I go to bed with different women every night, the noble women. They can't get enough of me.
Why is Onion not here? I want Onion to know that I'm cringing at this dialogue.
I keep special housing close by for the most desirable of my royal subjects. We have grand parties every night. Sometimes I have 4 or 5 of them join me at the...
Oh, shut up already! No one wants to know about your gross sexual escapades.
Genzo rolls his eyes. Onum stops, gives Genzo a blasé glare.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot you're only interested when there's men involved.
Genzo's face goes white.
Oh, Olin?
Ika says, all of a sudden sounding incredibly nervous. This seems to give Olin pause. He blinks, looks at me, then practically melts into an impish little smirk. Holy clock.
I see. You still haven't told him yet, have you?
Told me what? I asked with an arc of my brows. He taps his chin.
You know, I did always wonder why you never told him in particular. Isn't he your best friend?
Oh, please,
Genzo's brows twist in a panic. I hear his chest squeak as he jerks forward.
Because it's really curious, if you think about it.
Huh? Arlen taps a finger to his lips and hears the ceiling as though really ruminating on this. Holy clock. 2 goats. Oh. Arlen is not like Asgore. I mean, I presume he killed many children, but I don't think he's like Asgore. Ginzo just throws a harried glance in my direction. He looks as white as a sheet. Onion, just for reference, we're at the dinner scene, and Autumn is very tentatively, very casually suggesting that he might like out Ginzo to Iggy. Before I can say anything, and before my pieces can fully connect to my head, Autumn turns his attention back towards me.
But not nearly curious as Iggy. Ginzo, I can read. Well, Iggy, you've always been a bit of an enigma to me.
He leans forward, hand in his chin and eyes narrowed. The sudden scrutiny makes me sweat and I pull on my collar as I shift back in my chair. Me? I'm just me. I mean, I don't have any.
Yes, just you. The you who's had a beautiful girl fawning over him for years, yet never reciprocated. As far as I know, he's never dated either. No, not even in college. Don't tell me.
His eyes widen in amusement.
Something's broken?
It's not... I feel my tongue feels about 5 times its normal size. I feel the flesh racing to my cheeks.
Is it physical? Legally not able to rise to the occasion.
Ola looks positively fascinated now, leaning up and out of his seat in growing excitement.
Could it be mental? A little childhood trauma, perhaps? Did someone take advantage of pure little
Autumn!
Ginzo rises to his feet so fast he almost knocks his glass over.
For fuck's sake, leave the guy alone!
Autumn grins, but he does sit back, lounging in his throne with a swish of his wineglass.
I was merely asking him a question. You know, guy talk and all that. We never have done enough of it.
I can feel the sweat leaking down my forehead, the back of my neck soaking into my collar. I look from Autumn to Ginzo and then back to my lap. I need to say something. Made a new pick. This is ridiculous. I was thinking about becoming a king in the fantasy world, but politics and ginger. But politics. You have to deal with politics and See, if I was in a fantasy world, I'd be like one of those like hooded scholarly types that doesn't talk to anyone. Which would be an upgrade because I'd then be scholarly. Pick the bottom one, okay. Pick being picky. Sure, that's not going to kill Iggy. Go to my character overall, except minor mishaps, neglecting family or cooking people. Oh. I guess I'm... I don't know, picky? I haven't found anyone I really like yet. My head sinks lower and lower towards my collarbone. Picky isn't the right word, but I don't know how else to explain it. I don't really understand it myself. I just don't have the urge. Dang, Baldur's Gate 3 moment. Me when I have the urge and end up performing a blood ritual with Gidget's blood. To do that with, well, anyone. I'm overcome with a feeling of shame. Maybe I am broken. I stare down at my lap, my fingers curling into the fabric of my pants.
There's picky, then there's ridiculous.
Autumn finally says in wonderment, taking an overly large sip of his wine. When I finally summoned the courage to raise my head, I see Ginzo staring at me. His face is It's unreadable, that's what it is. It just makes me feel worse. I quickly snap my gaze back towards my food. Tendrils of drought that I'd been semi successful in drawing back were beginning to resprout with a flourish. I just steered this conversation in a different direction, pronto. I take an overzealous bite of my sausage and promptly choke. Anyway, I asked between coughs as I pound my chest. Ow. I take a slug of wine to wash it down. What's your, plans? I mean, down here, with all of this.
My plans?
Autumn sits back, gazes around.
Turn this place into a proper kingdom, I suppose. There's still too many inefficiencies.
A smirk.
And I'd like to eventually expand. So much of this world is still unexplored. Think of all that untapped potential.
I pause with a pint of my fork between my lips. That sounds pretty excessive. You're not going back there, then? You're not going back, then? I throw a glance towards Gainto at this, perhaps searching for backup. I don't know. But he's not looking at me. He's growing quiet and is now poking his food.
Oh, of course I will eventually, but what's the point of rushing back? Bit of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity you got here. Wouldn't want to waste it.
I guess. My gaze falls and I let my fork drop back to my plate. What little appetite I had just vanished completely. Not feeling too hot. I bring a hand to my forehead and wipe the curls from my clammy skin. My throat feels positively parched. I grope for my wine glass, but it must misjudge the distance because I probably knock it over instead. Shit! I jerk forward to catch it. I don't know, but the damage is already done. The red wine quickly steeps across the tablecloth. I'm sorry.
It's no bother. These things happen.
On snaps his finger and a set of attendants rushes over to begin mopping up the mess. Shame tickles my cheeks. Gainto finally looks up at me, his face softening in concern.
Everything okay, Eggs? You don't look so great.
I don't? I pull anxiously at my collar. I guess maybe I'm feeling a bit weird.
Thinking appeared to have taken a bit of a weird route just now.
This is apparently enough to prompt him into action because the next moment he's to his feet. He turns to Autumn.
You said you got rooms for us?
Of course, of course. A bit of rest will surely do the trick. He is no doubt exhausted.
Autumn smiles and snaps his fingers again.
Guards, take Ignatius to the room we prepared. He needs his rest.
Two guards emerge from the main doorway. They march over and pull my chair away from the table. I stand up with a little wobble, rush of blood sending momentary stars across my eyes. Gainto hesitates for a second, then he's pushing himself up and away and making his way around the table. He reaches me as the guards start leading me towards the exit.
You sure you're okay?
He reaches for my shoulder, then seems to decide against it. He pulls back.
You want me to make sure you get settled, in case you need anything?
I pause for a moment, then nod. Sure. Despite the awkwardness at the table, having a familiar face in this place would still be a welcome respite. Though perhaps not just any face. His face in particular. So at least he doesn't think I'm a complete weirdo after all that. And even if Gainto does think that, he doesn't say anything. In fact, he seems somewhat relieved at my response. He uses a little smile and reaches forward, tentatively placing a hand on my shoulder for support. Then both guards lead us both out the hall. Back at the table, Autumn is lounging on his throne, eyebrows raised and curious as he watches us leave.
Sleep well now.
Just gonna double check something real quick. Sorry, I got a program running. It's just scraping data. It is legally scraping data. It's almost out credits, so I'm just gonna wait for it to. So it's down to about 2,500 calls now. I'm downloading a lot of data onto a Raspberry Pi. The main bit of data I want are the video clips they have. So I've got, yeah. What are you talking about? So for another streamer's Discord server, for some reason, some people on there decided to have a call go as long as physically possible. So I'm providing backup by downloading a actually metric ton of clips onto a Raspberry Pi, and then I'm gonna like have them playing and have that as like retro games to sleep and to study and relax to. And because my connection is stable and I'm using a Raspberry Pi, it should just run and just keep the Discord server up. The Discord call is currently at 237 hours. It's quite a bit. No UK problems? No. The server's in France. Nah, that's all good. I have gigabit internet as well, so my actual connection's fine. Also, you protest against Orland's voice. No. I'm pretty sure that, if I remember correctly, Carrot was asked about the characters' voices. I'm pretty sure they said that Orland was nasally. I also know that I definitely remember them saying that Iggy has a bit of an androgynous voice. Soft androgynous voice, which is what I'm trying to do my best to do. My head is really starting to feel fuzzy now. Nope. Feels Maiden's gone somewhere, so where's Cecil in Arc 123? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have answers for that one. It saddens me too, because I love Cecil. Cecil's so good. How long did the thing know about Sadie's existence? Probably found out about Sadie at the ritual. To be honest. It's really starting to feel fuzzy now. Sweat dribbles down the back of my neck and cold chills sends goosebumps up and down my arms. The guards take us up multiple flights of stairs and my legs feel more jellified with each landing we reach. Finally, we turn down a hallway lined with ornately carved doors. They open a set of doors to the left and beckon us inside. It's delightfully dim inside. Nothing but fluttering candelabra on the bedside table next to the room. What, next to the room? Table to light the room, my goodness. About to wake because I woke up early and it's 11:47 for me. Hope you enjoy the rest of the stream. Good night, Girona. Voice. I presume that's the PM. Well, I hope you have a good time, Maiden. Actually, I might have to cut this stream short. Not because Maiden left, but because I might have to do, modding stuff. I'm getting some weird replies to my question. Dehydrated. I mean, I'll go a bit further, but yeah, I'd like out sure. It's been a bit of a day. I gotta like fill out government forms and stuff. It's good. It's terrible. And quiet too. Somehow it caused the intense beating starting up at the back of my head.
Come on, let's get you into bed.
Angela says softly and leads me to the bed. Didn't the tree know about Sadie and then started doing shenanigans? Yeah. I don't think I think it started with Bucks. I think the shenanigans only started after. Yeah, I think it started with the blood ritual that Bucks did. But then again, the tree knows a suspicious amount about the characters' lives. Bucks influenced by the tree to do the ritual. Possibly? I don't know. I mean, when I get back to the end, I can't imagine Bucks doing that on her own. Yeah. I don't know. Ask me again when I'm back at Arc 5. Or, I don't know, ask Carrot. Their ask box is open. Now, okay. It's enormous and piled high with soft white pillows. And when I shirk off my pants and slip under the sheets, it feels heavenly on my skin. Thanks, Gainter.
Hey, well, friends 4, am I right or am I right?
He seems to grimace to himself at this.
Anyway,
Glances around.
maybe I check up in the chair over there, yeah? In case you need anything. Once you're down good, I'll find one of the rabbit fellas to show me to my own room.
I nod, but already my eyes are starting to creep shut. Tired. So tired. I don't even see Gainzo finish his track to a chair before they close completely. Hot. Dizzy. Tired. The thrum at the base of my skull and my face feels clammy and flushed. I hope I haven't come down with something. I wonder for a moment if Gainzo is comfortable. And drift off to restless sleep. Why did Gang go into Wonderland the order they did? This is why who wants the thing the most and these when games are good for already. Part of me says that it might be like reverse order of how they got locked out, maybe? Ziggy was the last one locked out, but the last one locked out and the last one to return. Second last. I think he was cut out last, yeah. Might be in the order they were cut out. I can't remember. I need to like go back to like the scenes and double check everything. She's after me again. I hear her around every corner, hands outstretched, breath hot and face flushed. Cues. I can feel her hands on me. My cheeks and neck, running through my hair, sliding across my chest. You're mine, Icky. My headset is disconnected for some reason. Give me a sec. Now her hands are roving lower. Her fingers dance across my stomach, play with the fly on my pants. You don't need to be confused anymore, Icky. Oh, you don't need to be confused anymore. I'll fix you, Icky. They dip inside. I open my mouth to protest, but now her hands are there too. My cheeks, clutching my skin, reaching my head backwards, as if another set of fingers begins to explore, begins to touch, begins to caress. I'll teach you exactly what you should want. Her thumb finds my eyes. Pushing. Pushing. I scream, but nothing comes out. Then set up with a gasp. Black. No matter, almost every scene is amazing. Done right. Everything's black. Quiet. Quiet except the rapid hammering of my heart. Where am I? I look around. Rub up my face. Rub up my eyes. Check that my eyes are still there, still intact.
Holy helix.
I jerk back at the voice, arms curling around my midsection and swallow the dry breath pushing past my lips.
Hey, hey, hey. Stay out of my shirt.
Now, that's a reference. I want to... you know, I'm going to look it up. I usually deal psychic damage to myself when I look this up. I need to see when Chef.mob was made. Right. It tries to load a website called Chef.mob. YouTube. 2012? What do you mean 2012? Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have looked that up, to be honest. 2012? Like 14 years ago. I don't want to think about that. That not that video specifically, but the Pony.mob series is my first actual, like, introduction to the My Little Pony fandom, and I'm going to be honest, the show in general. Yeah, what? Yeah, that was psychic damage to myself.
Hey, hey, hey.
Movement. Oh, bless me with some yap. I'd say I can talk about ponies all day, but I did a 1 hour freaking reactive video to the new generation. So yeah, I can actually yap all day. I still think the thumbnail was fire. Then something sits on the side of the bed. I see Gainsbow's eyes first, thinking at me through the darkness. As my own eyes further adjust, his face comes into view, round and worried. Oh, Nishiji!
You're fine. Everything's fine. Bumbling and moving around something crazy in your sleep, though.
My mind zeroes in on that. On him. And that point of comfort and safety in that inky blackness in the room. Then I move forward. Oh! Peak audio and peak theming. Peak visuals. And curl up against him, my head on his shoulder. I feel him tense against me. He doesn't move. That's a first, at least. He just sits there, muscles frozen. He looks skyward, almost as though seeking out answer from some otherworldly being. Finally, he brings his arms around me, shifting me over into his lap and gently repositioning me against his front.
Yeah.
Oh! This is gonna make me cross the cry barrier at some point, and we haven't even gotten to, like, the worst Gainzo scenes. Onion, because you know, it's, the end of Arc, escaping Autumn's Castle in Arc 4. Which, if I remember correctly, when I last streamed this, I did cry. I genuinely cried at that scene. Improved Gainzo's visuals, damn. Wow. Oh, what would you say to someone who doesn't know anything about it? About ponies? To be honest, it's just comfort, and it's comforting and cozy. It's just it's like having a warm blanket around you. The characters are absolutely an absolute delight, and it's just so nice to see their adventures. I think the only two things that really got to me when I was in my teens and being all broody and edgy and all that stuff was ponies, which allow me to explore myself a lot through creative means, and Mother 3, which is still top of my, is second top of my list of games that have made me most emotional, because it made teenage me cry like a baby. Which, as I point out, the number 1 of the most emotional list is In Stars and Time. My flipping goodness. This is free, yeah. Caribbean gains his other shoulders, just crazy smart. I'm not afraid. He sort of think, oh no, I am. Oh no, yeah. I'm definitely afraid. Oh, that feeling. Holy shit. I think at this point, like most of the episodes are like officially uploaded onto YouTube for My Little Pony, so just literally free to watch them at this point.
Yeah.
He whispers.
You're fine. You're fine.
I breathe into his shoulder. Long, slow, deep, calming breaths. My heart slowly begins to decelerate, soothed by the soft motion of his hand against my back. Like being in a nest of warmth. Completely and utterly safe. Laying there against his chest, moving up and down with his belly. Calm. Secure. He sat up slowly, just enough that I can see his face. Then I do something I've never done before in my entire life. I press my lips against his. Quick, soft and chassé. Barely more than a brush, actually. But still kiss. An actual kiss. Kenzo's hand stops moving, clenching against my back. His chest rises suddenly with a sharp intake of air. I pull back. He looks at me for a moment, eyes wide.
Holy helix.
The same line from earlier, but now low and hoarse. I can hear him swallow. He opens his mouth. Oh, look at him. Closes it. Then opens it again. Finally.
Oh, I've been waiting to do that for...
He doesn't finish. He doesn't look at me either. Staring down somewhere around my clavicle as his hands clench and unclench the fabric of my shirt.
Sorry. Fuck, look at me. I'm all fucking...
He looks me up and down. I swear I see water dancing in his eyes. Then grabs me, pulls me in close, tight, kisses me again, harder this time. One of his hands digs into my curls as the other moves up and down my shirt. My fingers roaming his skin. His fingers roam my skin. That's my turn to freeze. My muscles lock up, breathing catching at the back of my throat. My heart starts up again, faster and faster, each thud painfully against the inside of my chest. Kenzo notices almost immediately. He stops and pulls back.
Oh, fuck, wait, was I wrong? Was that wrong? Fuck, I'm so fucking stupid.
My body calms down, something as many muscles untie themselves. Bring my hand to my face, to my hair, rubbing all the stamped skin. Now comes the fear. Fear of rejection. Fear of anger that will follow. I shake my head. No, I swallow, my throat dry. Can't be. I just can't. That makes me uncomfortable.
What?
I bite down on my tongue, trying to search for the right words. That kind of touching? I wince. And pull my hair with a groan, frustrated at myself, embarrassed at myself. That's not what I... Not the touching itself, more like what it leads to. I don't know. I don't know how to put it. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. Maybe I simply need more time. It's not like I don't like you. I think I might like you very much. But I just... The anxious feeling of awkwardness grows with my every word. I feel myself shrinking in on myself in an effort to disappear. Genzo blinks in silence. Then cocks an eyebrow with a smile. Tucker actually laughs.
Oh, is that all? Got me worried there for a sec.
It seems like Genzo has like 3 lips here. I bring my head back up. Face no doubt in a weird mixture of confusion and apprehension.
You think I care about that? Butt kicks. To be honest, I think I always knew, but I don't care. I don't care about any of that. Just being with you's enough for me. More than enough for me.
You don't think I'm... broken?
Bro,
He stops, blinks, looks at me with a mixture of confusion and sadness.
fuck that! And anyone who says that!
He reaches forward, grabbing me back into a hug, the calm, gentle warmth of the previous hug just holding me against him.
There's nothing wrong with you. And don't let anyone ever make you feel otherwise. You hear me?
It takes a second for the impact of this to fully resonate with my brain. Then it hits me. And it's like a wave of something just completely run through my entire body. My muscles, limbs, everything going limp with the release of tension I didn't know I'd been holding. My chest unclenches. My heart unclenches. Even my eyes unclench, quickly filling up with big salty tears. It's okay. It's actually okay. I'm okay. This thought seems to spark me into motion, to return control of my body, and in that instant I return the hug with everything I've got, squeezing myself against him and into him. My own safe little cocoon, where there aren't any expectations, no judgment, just love, acceptance. Not sure how long we sat there, just like that. Finally, Genzo's grip loosens, runs a hand through my choppy hair.
I'm guessing you're still fucking tired, yeah? I'm pretty fucking exhausted too. Maybe we should get some sleep then.
Glances over at the pillows and winces, something unsure.
I mean, if it's okay.
It takes a moment, then I realise what he's asking. I grinned somewhat awkwardly. It's fine. His resulting grin could have lit up the room. I crawl back under the covers as he sidles out of his jacket and heavy pants, and I watch him come rolling over to join me. Soon, both of us are curled up beneath the sheets. Eyes curled, eyes closed, breath heavy, and my eyes just barely touching his shoulder. My head just barely touching his shoulder. I don't see her again for the rest of the night. Fuck. Man, I didn't cry, but jeez, my voice might have wobbled during some of the narration. Oh. All right, now to read through all of Onion's comments during that scene because I went on for quite a while. I still don't know how they got the perfect music from. Kiss CG. I think there was a Kiss CG. I think that was a Kiss CG, but just for the kiss. I think the rest of it was sprites. Not the peak multiple CGs. Hey, how the remaster visuals is vaporizing less love for Genzo. Oh, the Genzo visuals are peak. When asked why it's free, Garrett said it's their soul, and if that means anything, it's the damn beautiful soul. Yes, it is. He also Ace, right? So it'd be my favorite game too if I was Ace. It's my That ain't my favorite. It's my second favorite. Mother 3 is my favorite game. My second favorite game. Not let's not dance around. Though, yeah, I do. If I was to ever say that I feel like I can relate to a character, it would be Iggy. Iggy is the gold standard, and I do not see that moving anytime ever. Like, personally, I don't feel romantic feelings. Then that's a bit different. But, I mean, in the way he acts, the way he carries himself, the way he holds up in a freaking room just doing word to word for stuff instead of talking to people. That's just so mood. It's the only time I have felt truly seen. Just really sad for multiple reasons. But yeah, it's not about like being Ace or Arrow or which it's the representation is amazing in that respect. I love Iggy's arc. And yeah, I love Iggy's arc. But Iggy himself is so damn relatable. I don't know how. Gainzo, you sweet bastard. Forgot how beautiful this was, even if it wasn't as visually beautiful. Getting flashbacks of Iggy torture, fuck me, dude. Aww. Holy shit, that was amazing, beautiful. Running out of precise adjectives. Don't know the difference between CG and sprite, alright. CG is, well, the CGs and sprite is just when it's like Gainzo.png behind and like the in behind the text box. I just call them sprite scenes. I don't know if there's an actual name for them. I just call them sprite scenes because they're sprites and it's a scene. Remaster probably makes it top 5. Yeah, no, this is fan-frickin-tastic. Oh my god, there's another CG here, but I think I'm gonna call it because I don't know. I wanted to have Iggy sleep and then that be seen. I'm gonna have to do a lot of Disco Elysium streams before I hit Act 3, my goodness. But yeah, this game hits me fierce in a way that I haven't seen games hit me very much ever. Like, honestly, I think the only games I feel like are on like any kind of similar emotional wavelength. Mother 3, this, freaking Our Time Now and Forever somehow, in Stars and Time. I think those are the and One Shot. It's not major, but One Shot. One Shot hurt me emotionally. Okay, it wasn't like I cried or anything, but if I had to, I called a friend for help. That is how much the choices in that game mess me up. One Shot is also peak. Nice voice acting. Thank you very much. And I feel like today, or not today, but right now, only time I've related to a character where I can say the character is almost me was Asuka from Evangelion, so I'll probably feel you. I have a lot of questions. As someone who has a poster of Asuka on my wall right now, I'm looking at it. It was signed by the voice actress. Huh? Here, take care, stay hydrated. Yeah. You too. Fine. Yeah. I'd just like to point out, not like a proper. I got it signed at like a meet and greet or whatever. It was a poster pre-signed. I also have one of Ray. In fact, I have a spare one. I have a few of them. I accidentally took one more than I should have at an event. But and they were free, but it was take one. And I forcibly showed Hales Evangelion so I could get a second one. And the only fanboy thing I have is Kanye West finals. I if you talk to me about Persona, Evangelion for some reason, or the Proto Men, I've got the goods. I have an Evangelion box set, and it came with a lanyard, a Samuel paperweight, an art book, and all of the Laserdisc covers printed the correct size. It also has the original and the new dubs for the entire series and even of Evangelion, and it has the recap films for some reason. The only thing it doesn't include is Fly Me to the Moon, but I have that covered too because I own the series vinyl which has Fly Me to the Moon on it. Woo! Not neo-Nazi for the record. You probably saw how anti-Nazi I am. Yeah, I saw that. You're like living your life. It's from a life in the past, and I feel like I was a lot more materialistic at the time. I also have the Persona 4. I have all three of the modern Persona animes on Blu-ray, and I have the Persona 3 movies on DVD as well because I didn't have a Blu-ray player when I bought them originally. And I also have Persona plushies, like mini bean plushies. They're adorable. I have a Kamoshida plush, which makes me feel deeply uncomfortable because my god, why do I have a plush of a fictional nonce? But I have it, so that's great. I also have all the Proto Men albums physically. I have Act 1 on vinyl, Act 2 and 3 on CD. I have all the Gorillaz albums on vinyl as well, apart from the most recent one. I have a lot. I when I start talking about it, I have a ton, but it's just kind of amassed over a long time, and it was of a past life. I don't make the kind of bucks I make now, so yeah. Anyway, enough about me talking about materialistic things. I think it's best that I get going because I need to grab myself another drink because it is so hot here. So, thank you, flexing on me, eh? All right. I'll flex all I want. I also have I also have metal plate, like wall-mounted metal plates of Tintin and the Flash, and I got those for absolutely bonkers cheap out of a village fair. Like they were probably like £3 each. Anyway, see ya. Yep, have a good morning, evening, good night, and as always, stay hydrated. Bye, bye. I'll stop talking now. Alright, see you next time. I'm gonna say Friday? Possibly? I think I'm good for Friday. That Berserk Deluxe books. Oh, nice. Yeah, I have the Scott Pilgrim collection. Just the comics, not the film. And the Spider-Gwen omnibus, which is peak as hell. Spider-Gwen is so freaking good. I love Daredevil in it. Sorry, I love Matt Murdock in it. Anyway, alright, I'm actually gonna go now, so bye bye, have a good